Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, Holly Rose. Some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Moore. Lots of room to run. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Gets the back moving. Here's Raiola to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are. And they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Hill. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Deep in the end zone, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Keep it on the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
3rd and long right here. Underwood. Under pressure. That was almost picked. game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Kick off first, and here we go. Fumble into the end zone. Defense right there to jump on it, and they'll bring it out to the 20 after the touchback. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. The run inside. It's Hill. Driven back.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged. Right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Raiola. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. He fires to the left side. Another incompletion. Third down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. Looking long. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
He's got it! He is in! Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's a great job finishing the drive, but man, I gotta go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive, first drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone, they cap it off, they create momentum to start.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on 1st down. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll run this play from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll ride him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Trying to squeak through the pile. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Raiola to throw. They'll run the screen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Raiola. Rush right in his face. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab on the shot. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And another big play for this offense. How about this offense coming out on fire, throwing the football all over the yard, making big plays. This is a tough unit to stop this defense. They better find some answers, or he's going to throw for more yards in this game than he ever has.
Motion from the wide receiver. Running the red zone. It's Davison. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, Dave.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you can tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Quick give. It's Davidson. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Underwood to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting to... Push to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. All the way back to the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Running inside. It's Griffin. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Smith takes the handoff. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. He lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Oregon. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the return, it's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Throwing, Underwood. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline. They've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
Trying to get started. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Here we go. Ready, go. To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the play fake, Dylan Raiola. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. 3rd down coming. Quarterback changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Raiola. He wants it all, throwing for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. And the Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they've got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
The Wolverines will... They snapped it to the up end. He's on the run. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but it made it interesting. But they pick up the first, and the drive stays alive.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. From the gun, it's Davidson. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Underwood throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. He hurls one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Hits inside. It's Davison. Breaks into the open. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in, and he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
It's a turnover on downs.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be.
Switch it. Now. Ready. Ready, boss.
On the ground, it's Marshall. He's past the marker. Got a little grass. Good gain there. Picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's Underwood to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
And it's LSU getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team.
Here's some daylight.
And that's now 10 consecutive wins. This group has not only rebounded from that one loss, they're in the hunt for a major bowl game invitation.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Throwing, Underwood. Makes the catch. It's Davidson. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Here we go. Ready.
Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
390, Twilight. 390, Twilight.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. Runs through, man. He might have some space. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory?
214 close. 214 close. 496 tsunami. 496 tsunami.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for the edge. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Using his feet. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Just not anywhere near good ball placement.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
That is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Plows through the defense.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. He's changing the play. Raiola from the gun on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
The Ducks will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away.
Well, that play's going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
On the draw, it's Marshall. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Underwood makes a catch. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Motion from the back. 4th down, Underwood. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. The run inside. It's Davison. Just working and poking and prodding and fighting. Way up to the 36. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Might as well run him again. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Quick give. It's Davison. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Davison. And he's brought down after a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Complete to start this drive. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They'll move the tight end. Here's Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly. Right side, it's Marshall. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So 1st down will open up the final period. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Fires immediately. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Blue 85.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Ducks. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game spot.
Well, we talked a little bit about this defense and just how special they are. And we've seen them dominate this game. They've held the opponent to 0 points. You now add the insult to injury with the pick six. They have dudes. They have better athletes than you do on that side of the football. That's been showing itself all game long.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running inside. It's Davidson. Down he goes.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Underwood from the gun on third down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Has it back, and here comes the offense. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Throwing Raiola. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 30. Bulldozes his way through. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Booster. Check.
Trying to convert the third down. Here's Raiola. Fires to the end zone. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Sweep, sweep. Last term, ready, go.
4th down, Raiola. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He's looking deep. Snatches it on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Underwood. He hurls one deep down the left side. Looking to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Hallelujah. Thank goodness this offense finally gets something together, something positive. It's been a day full of a lot of negatives, no points in the ball game, but makes the big play.
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's Raiola to throw. Moves to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. He's got it. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Finds his man. It's Davison. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Straight ahead, it's Davison. There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. All game is over. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a